Hey guys, welcome back. This is season 2, episode 1. This is Lonnie,
Naya,
Bree,
and Nelly.
Let's get into it. So today we're talking about black love, that beautiful, beautiful black love.
Or not.
Or not.
all the love.
All the love.
All right. Well, first updates. How is everybody doing? What y'all been up to?
Well, my birthday was this past Friday.
Woo! It's your birthday,
Jordan
make
year.
some noise.
Jordan year. It was fun. We had a little twerk class, a private twerk class on my Friday. My birthday was on Friday. It was cool. Shout out to the original clapper, Danae. She taught our class. Yes, got them clappers clapping down. So that was pretty fun. Naya and Bree came. We missed you, Nelly.
Y'all been on my
That is not
deathbed.
that cry.
I've been on my deathbed, y'all. I don't know what's happening. Yes, I do. I'm always sick, but whatever.
You better drink some emergency.
Some
real.
tea. That's all I
Some
do. I've been
green
going
tea.
to the bathroom like every hour at work. I know they be looking at me like I'm crazy.
probably think you pregnant.
Probably.
Okay.
Well, they probably be like, she ain't trying to do
But
the
there's so many
job.
pregnant people in the office, so.
They like, she ain't trying to work for real.
Right. But so I had a good weekend, fun, real chill, with some of the closest people to me, and yeah.
Yes.
What about you guys?
I started my internship this last week. I'm loving it so far, but the commute
I was
from
about to
Towson to DC back to
got you that, right?
Towson, yeah, it's a lot. Like I'm kind of like you, Nelly. I get sick easily if I'm stressed or doing too much. Monday, Tuesday, I made it. Wednesday, I was out, and I was like, "This is gonna be a great semester. Can't wait to finish." But I'm loving the internship so far. I feel like there's a lot of good people there that can kind of help me and guide me and mentor me and stuff. But other than that, I just trying to figure out how to conserve my energy when I can conserve it, and then I guess that's really just all. Conserving my energy because I don't know how I'm gonna get through it.
The real question is, have you been to the Starbucks?
Yes, I always go to the Starbucks.
Okay, great. That's what I
love
wanted to know.
it. Have you been?
That's the one that they
Yeah.
That's sign language, like,
They're
Lord.
talking about it's like an all deaf Starbucks on
Mhm.
H Street. I love that.
That's
I go all the
dope.
time.
I would go, but I would take forever to order because I would have to be like,
No, but they have pads.
right.
They have pads.
As I say, I would have to literally do each letter because that's the only sign language I know. Is
So
that.
what do they do
Wow.
for like drive-through?
It's not a drive-through.
Okay.
Stuck in the drive-through.
They would probably have like a VP like video kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could just be real complicated.
Just go inside. At that point, just go inside.
Yeah.
Get you some exercise.
What else? That's it.
Yeah, just try to conserve everything. You know, like when you're busy, I don't know what's the best. Like, I feel like I don't get enough sleep, but that's what I'm kind of used to. But like when I'm in the car, that's the hardest time to stay awake because the commute is always like an hour. Y'all, I'm telling you, Monday, I had the windows down. I had the music all the way up. I was kind of leaning out the car a little bit because I'm like,
You gotta hit the edge of your seat.
Yes, I literally had to have my boyfriend call me, and I was like, I literally kept going like this, and it was scaring me because I'm like, maybe I need to pull over, but I needed to get there to be on time. So I was just,
No, that Starbucks gonna be your best friend or something, but those commutes be crucial.
Treacherous.
Like, and then let it be traffic, and you gotta just sit
Oh
there.
my
Your eyes
gosh.
be heavy as I don't know what. Like,
I'm gonna try to figure out like a energy drink or something. That's
or find a
gonna-
compromise on some end. Like,
Yeah.
Oof.
Start
Right
getting
for me.
into drinking coffee.
It doesn't work. It just makes me poop.
Coffee is not healthy.
It just
It's
makes me
not.
poop.
I mean, if you drink it consistently, it's not healthy.
Caffeine doesn't wake me up though. Like I
Me
can
either.
drink coffee and go to sleep. Drink soda, I drink soda, but I could and go straight to
or
sleep.
they have like supplements and stuff, or try some energy teas or something.
Yeah.
You gotta just play around with stuff, honestly.
Oh, and also, now that you said that, I have decided to make my own business. I'm not going to tell y'all exactly what yet, but it kind of has something to do with that. And once it gets more developed, then I'm going to share. But I just wanted y'all to know.
Excuse
I'll
us.
say that. We just hearing about it too,
Right.
y'all.
Right.
Right
This is breaking news.
now. Period. You need it. Dum 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 dum.
Oh, that's not the sound.
No, y'all know on breaking news like
Yeah.
CNN, that is the
That
sound.
is, it don't go dum 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 dum. That's like death.
But y'all knew exactly what I was talking
I
about.
think it's more of like
That's-
Donna.
It's
No,
like,
that's not it either. I'm telling y'all, listen to the CNN breaking news. I promise, like, or like a news station breaking news when they interrupt the whole everything, even what they have planned. That's the sound it makes.
It's not
I don't
even
think
a
breaking it
siren
down
thing.
Yeah, I
like
don't
that.
think it goes down that far.
that sounds depressing.
Maybe it goes dum dum dum. Maybe it don't hit the last.
Maybe.
What are your updates?
Okay. Update. So today, y'all know, well, y'all can't see, but the people on YouTube will be able to see. I'm B, and I'm dressed up.
Period.
Because I went to the Joy of Styling had her boss's event today, which was like supposed to be a resemblance of the Black Wall Street in a sense. So all the vendors were black. It was super cute. Like she had poets perform. She had a singer. And it was just really cute. I spent a lot of money in there. Got a lot of contacts of brands to connect with later on. As other than that, that was today. But other than that, I feel like I don't really have much going on. Y'all know school, the usual stuff. That's about it. My birthday is coming up soon. I'm really excited about that. Only because I have this gut feeling that this is like gonna be one of my best birthdays. So speaking it into existence, I done already started ordering outfits and stuff.
I'm
You know,
surprised you
Come on.
like haven't started months ago.
Right. Like
the
November.
plans was done, but you know
Mhm.
the orders wasn't submitted. So now I'm starting to order stuff. I'm
Y'all, she
excited
has an
about that.
itinerary.
I don't play these type of
Okay.
games.
Per usual. I think that's important for
All
travel. Like,
Mm-hmm.
unless the trip is literally like I just need a break from everything and I don't want to
I
plan
just
nothing,
bring on the moment
you should have a
type of
plan. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to go
It's
out
an
of the state
outline.
and not
It's
have
a
anything
rubric.
planned.
Okay, we gonna check off as we go.
Okay.
Oh, y'all ain't even see the other thing. Ellie has seen it, but it's gonna be lit.
Oh Lord.
I won't be there.
I'm
gonna be
really
broke.
good. I've seen it. 'Cause
I'm
I-
already
Yeah,
broke.
the
thinking about
checklist.
it.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
All right, go ahead.
Me, I think last time I had the other job, right? So I got a new job. I've been there not a month yet. It's going great. I like it. It's not as young as the previous place, but you know, I get used to that. It's fine. They pay well, so that's plus. What else? Beyonce is gone, guys.
And she does
My
not
car.
mean Beyonce the
Oh,
celebrity.
sorry.
No,
No, Beyonce's not there.
I knew what Beyonce was talking about. That's why I was like,
I mean, we
Yeah.
knew, but like
I didn't
when
know.
people and listeners hear that, they're gonna be like, Beyonce is gone,
So
and we're gonna be a
background-
soundbite.
Background, I had a Honda Civic for 6 years, and her name was Beyonce, and we sold her yesterday. But the plan was to get another car, and I didn't come home with anything. So now I'm carless. But prayerfully,
Not for
tomorrow,
long.
you know, I'll have a new baby. I already figured out the name. I figured it
Okay.
out. It's Bella.
Okay.
That's
okay.
cute.
I'm sticking with the bees for some reason. I don't really know why.
That's
But
cute.
yeah, Bella will be my next vehicle.
I
I
think
see
about
her
with
being
that
like
name.
black. Bella, black. Like
No,
a black car.
It's
It's
not
not
Bella.
black.
It's
A
white.
black car.
Bella is
I know.
actually a name I
I mean,
played around with.
But
for
I
my
can see
child,
like a black
but-
car being named Bella.
I can see any car being in it.
Bella,
Not
I
a
think
red
Snow
one.
White though. Like I think white.
Yeah.
That makes me think white.
I
Like
think princess.
Princess,
I always think
yeah,
white
and
when
all
I
the
think
princesses.
I think
is
it's
white.
because like my
Except-
cousin had a dog named
Well,
Bella,
most of them.
and the dog was black.
Okay.
So yeah.
But
So,
no,
yeah.
most Disney princesses are white. That's just a fact.
No,
That
yeah,
is a
for sure.
fact.
But I mean, we got Jasmine, Moana, Tiana,
Moana.
me. Like,
Make
you know.
way,
I
make way.
That's your song?
That's my movie. I will watch
Princess
that movie like
Jasmine?
once a week.
Princess Jasmine is
That's Princess
That's
Tiana.
the one with the frog?
Princess
No, that's
Jasmine?
Tiana.
Oh.
Jasmine.
Tiana is black.
Right.
Aladdin.
Moana is like Hawaiian.
No, I know. I'm
and
talking about
Jasmine is Middle
Jasmine.
Eastern.
Princess Jasmine is Aladdin.
Oh, Aladdin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking
Arabian, Middle
of
Eastern,
somebody
yeah.
else. The one shorty in the pink dress.
Who?
Who was
The
that?
princess in the pink dress. Y'all don't know the.
What princess in a pink
There
dress?
is a Disney
um,
princess that wears a pink dress.
Sleeping Beauty. Right?
She's definitely not black.
I mean, oh. I thought we were talking about just like princesses in
and
general.
Sleeping Beauty wore like
Pink.
blue and red.
No, she wore pink.
Oh.
If
We
you
gonna
see her
have to
laying in the glass,
research
she will
this.
paint.
Who is this?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping
Oh, it
Beauty,
is.
that's
She
what
said
I'm
that.
talking
Somebody said
But
no.
she-
I know, but
No,
yeah.
I'm saying when you said
Jasmine,
Jasmine,
you
that's
thought
who I
of
pictured.
Oh.
That like go ahead.
What was Sleeping Beauty's real name?
I think it started with like an A or something.
Child, we're not talking about Disney history.
Um,
Princess Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's too much.
It is.
Aurora.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. New job, new car, lots of adulting things. Spending some
It's
money.
2020.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I lied. I have a big update. The Sister Project is incorporated.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Put some respect on our name.
Huh?
Yeah, so our new Instagram is at the Sister Project Inc. That's INC as in incorporated. Period.
That's all.
All right, into the episode. We're discussing Black love because it's February. Valentine's Day is coming up. It's actually this weekend, and I'm not really feeling it this year. I don't know.
I have not
I'm
ordered.
not too many either.
Me and my siblings are doing a gift exchange, and I have not ordered the gift.
Oh, I was about to say, who you ordering gifts
Girl, please. I'm single, and single again.
for?
Period.
That way, that's
Okay.
what you just co-signing. Naya, you excited? What y'all? What's this giving?
I honestly could say I'm not excited, but it just doesn't feel like it's about
Yeah.
to be Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm assuming we have plans. I don't. It's supposed to be a surprise. I don't really know, but like next week this time is still not gonna feel like Valentine's Day. I don't know, but I feel like the older I get, the more or the less holidays feel like holidays. It just feels like another day where I could like sleep all day and be fine.
Yeah, I don't want to sound cliche, but I feel like once you're, you love each other every day, but it just don't, like, I feel like we've had a lot of Valentine's Day where we do all the shebang and the restaurant's gonna be crowded and
Don't cook meal.
But then she got to cook.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Never mind.
But I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
just something
something that you kind of not necessarily do every day, but it's like a often kind of like you
Yeah.
celebrate each other. So it's like
And I feel like Valentine's Day is kind of like another anniversary. Like that's kind of the same energy it gives, and we have an anniversary, so why? I don't know.
So are you gonna celebrate?
We'll do something, but we did because we have 2 trips coming up. We did decide. I was like, let's not do gifts because one, we can just get like, I don't want no teddy bear. Like, I don't want that. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like that type of stuff is just gonna go to waste. Like it's cute for the moment, but then it's just gonna be sitting in a corner.
It's nothing that you
a
can
week
use.
later. Yeah.
So kind of what I brought up earlier about Tank basically saying that sex is like what was it
a
like?
gift.
A gift for
Or like
Valentine's
it's
Day.
absolutely a gift for Valentine's Day or something along those lines. Would y'all say that sex is a gift, like a Valentine's Day gift?
No.
I mean, if it's added on to like, you guys go out to dinner, go see a movie, like he gives you flowers, and then that's like, it's not the intention to like have that as a gift. It kind of just flows along with the day of it.
You just have it.
Right. You just, I mean, you have sex any other day other than Valentine's Day.
That's
so
what,
it's
and
really
that's
not
what I
a
was gonna say.
gift.
Like, I mean, the only way this is a gift is if you only having sex on holidays, which is weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
That's weird. Like if that's the kind of person you are and you only do that on the holidays, then okay. But if that's something that we doing every other day, unless you bringing out some special stuff, it's not a gift.
Tell me about it.
You know, and take that as you want it. Special stuff. Call it what you want.
Period. Yeah. I mean, that's that on that.
But it's not. And I think it's more so women try to do that to men, but I feel like men deserve gifts too. Like Valentine's Day is not just for women.
Absolutely.
Now, do women more so get, like, you're not gonna really buy a man flowers unless that's his thing. But I never heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
I never
Candy,
heard of
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, some men like
Candy.
flowers. If that's your thing.
Oh, if you
Yeah.
Mhm.
are into other men. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That just went over my head.
If men who are more feminine, like other men, then they might want flowers. You
Oh,
know.
oh, yeah,
It's some men
yeah.
out there that want flowers as a gift or don't mind flowers as a gift. But I think both people should be celebrated on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
not a
supposed to
flower
be.
person.
I love
My
My
flowers.
mom isn't either though, so like I think that's why I give
I'm
You
her.
not
are your
flower
mother.
person.
Is what we are learning through the podcast is that you are your mother.
Basically.
Basically.
Pretty
So-
much.
Yeah, I like flowers though. Give me my flowers while I'm alive.
No,
Period.
she didn't.
No, seriously. Like,
Mhm.
no, when you think about it, when you go to funerals and stuff, those flowers be expensive, first
As
of
a
all.
mug.
And you just throw them in the ground.
And then you gotta get people to carry them out. Like that's extravagant.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
extravagant.
But I'm just saying, I want my
Extravagant.
flowers while I'm living. If I could have living flowers every day, like on my
Mhm.
counter all the time, I would. It's something about, they just bring joy.
I
And
got
peace.
gifted these wooden flowers one time, and I loved them because I didn't have to like put it in water, save it. It literally was just like a nice. It looked real too, but it was just
Okay.
like a nice wooden. I think it was like 2 or 3 roses, and they were wooden, and I kept them for so long. I would like those.
I would like put that on my work desk.
Yeah.
Y'all got a whole office. I'd be so excited.
So-
to yourself.
Yes.
You got a door?
Yes.
Come
You
on.
got a door.
Come on.
But no, I want those flowers. You know those roses that be coming in like containers and stuff. You know those, they're expensive. They're like $99 or something,
roses.
but they're good for like a year. Or if you pay more, like they last longer or something. But
They gotta
I
live
like
up to their
those.
name. Infinity roses, you better last.
remember those ones we saw in Dubai and they was real
That was the
expensive.
Infinity, right?
Those were, I thought it was another brand. I don't know.
Mm.
But those was way too expensive. Like,
Yeah.
no, thank you. All right, so black love. I have black love going
You do
on.
have black love.
You have
You
black
have black love.
I've
I
actually
do.
never dated out my race.
Me either.
I've never dated.
I would like to. I just want to experience it. But I'm the only one of my kind.
What?
Oh, you're kind?
What
In
does
my
that
friend
mean?
group.
Oh,
In my
Okay.
friend group.
I'm like, of your kind.
In my
But it
friend
was
group.
never intentional. It was just that it's not like I'm like I will only date. I vowed to only date black men.
Some
But it's
people do
just,
that, though.
you just happen
Yeah.
to just only come across black men.
Yeah,
They say once you go black, you never,
Never
go.
go back.
but I'm trying to think. Like now that I think about it, no one ever even really caught my eye in another race. Like
I definitely had my white boy phase. I
maybe
was
like famous
yes.
people that I think are cute. that
I mean,
are-
I've seen like, white boys or like Asian boys. Who
I
are,
also
like,
had a
real cute.
Latino
Seen them all the
phase.
pants.
I don't think it's never been like a.
it's a specific
An
type of
attraction.
it got to be a specific type of Asian boy.
It's never been an attraction. It's always been like, oh, he's real cute.
I used to have a crush
That's
on
it.
this Asian boy.
Nice to look at. Fun to
But he
look
was
at.
Blasian actually, so I mean.
Does that count? Does interracial like
Biracial?
biracial
Interracial?
dating biracial men count
I
as
don't
being
know.
interracial?
Mm,
Yes,
that's a good
because they have
question.
another race to them.
But they're still
Um,
black. So like, you
but
know
if
how
that's
you
still
say,
black, but
once
they're
you
also
black,
biracial.
you black. Like
Yeah, but some people may not identify as black. You could be black, but you may not identify
But
as black.
that would be more so like us putting that on them. Like if you got a drop of black, that means that you're black. But on the birth certificate,
Mhm.
you're Vietnamese and.
But that's not
Yes.
true because I'm mixed and that's like mixed. Like it has to be. You can call that black love because then you would have to say that I don't have black love
Right.
because
I'm
mixed.
not saying. But what I'm saying is that would be us being like
Labeling.
You were labeling.
So
it.
Right.
so you're saying it's based on how you identify.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you identify as black, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it'll be considered black love. But some people who are mixed race or biracial, they may not identify as black. So.
But I think it's appearance, like my mom looks more Asian. My mom has black in her, but she looks more Asian. Like my grandfather is black. So if you were to see my mom and dad out together when they were together, you would think, oh, that's an interracial couple. You
And
wouldn't
see,
think that's black
I'm
love.
mistaken because I thought your mom was.
Yeah,
fully.
she
I
looks
didn't know
fully.
that she was black.
Yeah, my grandfather is black, but
Okay.
you know, so it's weird. I guess it's just like an appearance because when you think about it and you see like Hispanic women or people that might be black and Hispanic but are lighter toned,
Mhm.
then you might look and say, oh, that's an interracial couple.
Mhm.
Whereas, you know,
Same thing with like Afro Latinas. Like
Mhm.
if they're dark skinned, you automatically think that they're black, but they may
Mhm.
identify as Hispanic.
Yeah. A lot
So,
of
like,
them do. They don't like to
Like
identify as black.
Amada.
Amara La Negra.
Yes. You would think that she's black, but
yeah.
I don't know how she identifies, but
She is
She
Afro Latina
Latin,
through and through.
yeah.
She don't play that.
hmm
So when was it that y'all first started like recognizing like interracial love was like not a fad, but like something that is discussed differently than like black on black?
Recent.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel like when I was younger, and that might be because my parents, but like I didn't realize it was a thing where people don't like interracial relationships until not recently, but like since I have been an adult, like since I've been able to like be on social media and stuff. Never saw it as an issue.
I don't think that I necessarily saw it as an issue, but I definitely saw it as it being something different.
Mm-hmm.
Only because like my family was just black on black on black on black on black, like black love all around. So that's all I grew up around. And then like my parents sometimes, well, not they wouldn't frown down upon it, but they would kind of be like, oh, well, if you date a white man, it's kind of like, I mean, that's who you love, but they wouldn't recommend it or prefer it. So it's kind of like, I knew there was a difference, but it wasn't necessarily like a bad thing.
See, I'm the opposite. My family is very interracial, like my mom's side. Like my aunt was married to a white man, so like that's why we all look different on my mom's side of the family. So I'm used to seeing interracial.
But the funny thing is, my mom's maiden name is Jewish. Her maiden name is Reuben. So we have some white
somewhere
down.
in there.
I don't know. I kind of want to do like a little ancestry thing.
I didn't know that stuff was that expensive.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be pretty thorough.
I don't want them holding my DNA doing all that.
I didn't want to do that. But yeah, her maiden name is Jewish, like Reuben. So like when she like tells like, you know, white people like, oh yeah, my maiden name is Reuben, they kind of look at her funny like, but you're black, like you're black.
Yeah.
And why is your
There's
maiden
black
name
Jewish people.
Right.
But we have some like white deep down.
No.
Some way, a sprinkle.
There are black Jewish people.
I think for me, because I grew up in Howard County and kind of like you, I have a lot of mixed people in my family, but it's more so white and black. And Howard County is just like a huge mix and bowl. So, I mean, I would see interracial couples all the time, and I never once was like, oh, this is weird or blah, blah, blah. But when I got to the age of starting to like boys and stuff like that, like little small comments were said. I know if I brought a white boy home, like, it's not that he wouldn't be accepted, but I feel like I might get a couple of like little smart remarks or, you know, stuff like that. Like my grandma used to say that her mom used to say like, if they can't use your comb, don't bring them home, or you know, just like small stuff like that. But that was in the time that, you know, she was living. Like, she was, you know, back in the day.
That's funny.
But I would say my family's very open to, like, whoever. Like, oh, you're Asian, Black, Indian. Like, they're not really like that. But you might catch, like, a little, like, oh, okay, I see you.
But do you think it's a difference if it's white versus another minority race?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so, too. But
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you were to,
because I feel like if you're another minority race, it's like we still kind of can
relate.
You can still say the white people stuff you be saying.
Yeah, right. We talk about that.
You can still say that stuff.
I mean, but I feel like if you do bring a white man home, that I know in my family, you still gonna say those stuff. Like, ain't no.
I know I am.
That's that white people stuff. Don't be bringing that white people potato salad over here.
The white people that are in my family, or like the mixed in my family, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's some white people stuff. Or like my uncle Doug, he passed away not too long ago, but he was white, and he wasn't like family by blood, but you know, just like family friendly. He used to always be like, man, white people be da-da-da. He would talk like he wasn't white, and we would just be like, this is exactly why I love it.
What is it called? What are they called? Because like black people who act white are called Oreos.
So white people who act, I was just about to ask that, like, do y'all think it'll be a difference, like, dating a white man who, like, acts black or versus, like, a white man?
I definitely think it's
like, bringing them home, though.
I think it's a different...
My family would treat him as a white man, but I would see a difference. Like, I feel like that's the only time a white man I could date is someone who, like,
acts black.
Has been around black people. It's grown up around.
It has to be
people.
like, it would have to be like a Gary Owen type of white man. If y'all,
Even,
he's a comedian, but he's
than that, like,
but he's one of those people that, like, he's very into the black culture. His wife is black, but he knows his boundaries. Like, he always sticking up for black people. Like, he's
that's
very,
how my uncle was.
Yeah, like, that's, so it would have to be.
It's
I
like
need
you
a
can invite them
Travis.
to the cookout.
I need a Travis Kelsey. That is my.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh my
cute.
gosh.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need to
like,
see a
The
picture.
football player, he just won a Super Bowl.
Oh, the one who has the
black girlfriend.
I
Yeah.
love that video. I was
They
crying.
are so cute.
And they
Yeah,
gotta put in
he's
slow mo
cute.
like that. Just
I know.
I was like, oh my god, you never have hands, but y'all so cute.
That
But
is cute.
I'm not saying Gary Owen visually.
Like that type of like.
Yeah, like that type of vibe. Because I don't think he's cute, but
Mhm.
he's one of those white people that's down for the people.
Yeah, I need
So
me
what
a
you gonna
Travis.
call the? So
I
we
don't
got
know.
Oreo.
What's a food that's white on the outside, black on the inside?
No, I was about to say some more.
I mean, Oreo is a food.
No, it would be.
Yeah, it would
It would have to be a food.
Wait, so Oreo is
It's so black on the
acting
outside
white.
and white on the inside.
White chocolate.
But
White
white chocolate
chocolate.
isn't black on the inside. White chocolate is white on the inside.
What's black on the inside?
I don't know. Give us some suggestions.
Yeah, man, I was about to be like, I cut
That
the
cannot
egg.
be our wake up listeners. What do you call? White people who act black?
What's chocolate on the inside?
I'm
It's
saying,
some
I'm
type of
sticking with
cake
white
or
chocolate.
Pastry.
Because the
something.
term is white on the outside.
Black on the inside.
But
It's
white
not to
chocolate
be-
could also be black people who act white.
No, because that would be chocolate white.
No, what
No,
is?
white chocolate, because you know black people are
Oh.
chocolate.
Like,
Dang it.
I don't know,
I don't know.
but we gotta do our honesty moment.
let's
Oh.
do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, we kind of started the conversation.
Yeah, we did.
So our honesty moment for today is: why do you think dating outside your race is frowned upon? So we have a couple of comments.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read my favorite one last. So the first comment, it says people make the assumption. Oh, it's from Liz Lenses, and people make the assumption that if you date outside your race, your partner will never understand some of your common daily struggles for a person of color.
That's true. Because it's just
Yeah.
some stuff that they're never going to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, not even just white people. That's every race, every
Yeah.
other race. Like,
Yeah.
Asians not going to understand the same stuff.
Oh yeah, that makes me think of. Do y'all watch This Is Us? I know Nelly watches.
Yes.
it.
Oh,
That makes me
Oh.
think of that episode that. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of
I'm still in the first season.
his name?
It's okay.
White guy, the white brother,
Kevin.
Kevin. So when Kevin was dating the black girl,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
she
yeah.
was like, she was like, oh man, I forgot my silk pillowcase.
Oh,
And this is
yeah.
something very minor, but he didn't understand. He was like, what's wrong with the pillow? He's thinking like, what's wrong with the pillowcases at the hotel?
Mhm.
And he's just not getting it. So then like it goes through, they have issues, and it ended up being a situation at the gas station where the what's it called? The person behind the register was like speaking to her rude, but then when he walked over, the whole energy changed.
Right.
And then she ended up bringing it up, and she was like, the reason that I need a silk pillowcase is because my hair texture. Like, she ended up saying, like, because of my hair. And, like, he ended up going to, like, buy her,
Mm-hmm.
still had it, like, shipped to the hotel. But
It was too late.
it was, yeah, it was
Like,
a
the
little too.
damage was done.
Yeah. I think it can definitely,
But, like, just stuff like that. Like, they don't
Yeah.
understand, like, the little stuff.
and it can definitely hinder a person's relationship too, especially
Mhm.
when you feel like that you can't talk to that certain person about certain things, or you can't confide in them about certain things, because you want to have that person that you can kind of talk to and relate to,
Mhm.
just to have like that two-way conversation and kind of like talk things out. But it can
Just to
definitely,
keep having to explain.
yeah, to
cultural
explain all
stuff,
over
like,
again.
bruh.
It has
I'm
to
not gonna
be
do this
someone
all
who
the
is
time.
also aware of their privilege.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
If
yes.
you're not aware that you have a privilege, that's the first, it's not going to
And
work.
out.
Yes.
Strike one,
Mhm.
2, and 3.
So our next comment from Ebony T. Gardner. I'm not sure if I said that right.
You did.
Okay. I'm on the fence. I be screaming love is love, skin color don't matter, but something about that black love is just so beautiful, powerful, and much more superior. Black love.
That's my mentee. Hey,
Oh,
girl.
hey, Minty.
I don't. Yeah, it is something very just
It is.
sexy about black love. I don't know.
It's something just so comforting. Like, it's like a unit, like a united front.
Yeah. Do you think it's because it's not necessarily seen as much as it is in maybe like white culture or like another culture? Because you know there's a lot of like split families and stuff like that, and people will be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, your parents are together, like that's I want black love like that. Or you see like an old black couple and you're like, wow, like I can't believe y'all made it this far, versus, you know, seeing an older white couple, like you're just like, oh.
Yeah, no one screams white love.
Yeah.
I definitely think black love lacks the consistency that like white people or any other. Like I feel like Asians, they be in it. Like they be in it for the count. Like
Yes.
they be living together their whole lives.
Yes.
Like all of that.
And it's for the count.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with lineage too. Like it's not something that we grew up seeing all the time, so now when we see it, it's just like it's just a beautiful sight to see. Especially like when you think of it, when you see like black fathers with their kids, like it's something very special about that. Especially like black fathers with their daughters, like it's something very attractive about it, something that just kind of draws you to them, and like I don't know, it's another level.
I think we also have a history of not being able to love our own race on that particular level. So when it gets to the point where we see a whole bunch of black love just all around us, it's kind of like it becomes a powerful thing, because it's like, dang, we got to this point where we can kind of unite as a unit and as a couple and just like love on each other. So I think it's a historical thing too, because you know,
we better link stuff back to
exactly.
slavery.
We were so used to seeing, you know, black couples separating and divorcing and having
or
kids,
being forced to be with the white man,
adultery and all this other things. And now that we have this like black love and we see it, you know, on a united front, it's just so.
Yeah,
I think that's another reason we don't like to see white people with black people, because it's like we ain't in the house no more. We ain't picking cotton. Like we ain't gotta do that. So yeah, it's just something that make you think back. Like we work too hard to get where we at for you to be going and dating a white woman. Yeah, but you know, that's just me.
Okay. The last comment, and this is my favorite comment from Gina Shepherd.
Hey girl.
Love is love. Hey, love is love.
But she Gina.
She did respond.
Love is love, but the issue in when defending interracial dating turns into an attack on black women, and at times men. Too often you hear, I date outside my race because it's easier. Any other race of women or black men, some seem to be less of a challenge but more of an accomplishment. That, in fact, is insulting and should be criticized.
Period.
I agree.
I think that's another reason why people love seeing black love, is because it's like, oh, it's our black men loving our black sisters. Like it's not one of those things where you hear black men being like, black women are too much to deal with and blah blah blah, I'm just gonna date outside my race, or I'm gonna date a white woman, or this, you know what I mean? So I think that's another reason why people are like, oh, look at this black man loving this black woman, and it just being like, yes, uplifting, and you know, all of that. I think it's just, it depends.
I think it becomes an issue when it's you date outside of your race, but you're tearing down your race at the same time. Or it's like you date white women, but then you come out and you say, I don't date black women because they always loud and they stress you out. Like when you start to get into stuff like that, or you're starting to tear down women who look like you, I think that's where the issue becomes. Because for me, I don't think there's a love who you love. But once you start being rude and, you know, tearing down black women or minority women in general, like that's when it becomes
especially when you came from a black woman.
Yes. Right. Or like when they say a lot of stuff,
or a black man.
Yeah,
because everybody maybe not black, but their dad is black, so he contributed to your conception.
Or when they be comparing, when they say like Hispanic women are sassy, and then it's like black women are angry, like stuff like that. Like when you start saying stupid stuff out your mouth like that, that's when you dating outside of your race is problematic.
I just feel like whenever you dating outside your race, there's no reason you should be going to talk about why you don't date inside. Like, shut up. If you're going to date outside, date outside.
But I love her. I love him. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think now going back to the whole narrative of the angry black woman, you also have to realize why most black women are angry when it comes to dating black men, because they have not all black men, I'm gonna put that out there, I'm not talking about everyone, but black men do have a tendency to not protect us, not protect their own. So
Terry Crews.
yeah. So
So his wife
That's
is
that.
not black at all,
Who?
or is she? Terry Crews'
I
wife.
thought his wife was
thought his
black.
wife
I
was
think
black,
she is.
Which is
Okay.
crazy. Which
Yeah.
makes it worse.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So when I first
Terry-
saw her, this is shade, but
Can't wait.
I felt like she looked like the girls in White Girls. Like she actually, I feel
Like one
she
of the
looked-
twins.
Yeah, like I feel like she
but I
looked
thought,
like
is
one
she-
of them. Doesn't she?
let me see.
But
She looks like them.
I
her
thought
guys.
Rebecca King Cruz.
I
But
thought
I
she-
thought she looks. Her facial features look black.
That's what I think she might have a little bit.
Is she mixed?
Maybe she got a strong face.
She do got a strong face, and that's why she looked like one of those girls.
Yeah. I mean, some women just have
Why are we going in
strong
right
features, like masculine features.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another thing, this like kind of goes with that, is when black men will be like, "Oh no, like I don't like." Not necessarily. Well, I guess they would say like, "I don't like black women," or like, "I only like
She's
when they're
biracial.
natural," or you know,
When
what I
they're
mean?
light skinned.
When they're light skinned, when they don't wear
That one kills
weave,
me.
and they're, you know what I'm saying? Because I be feeling like, why? Why does that have to be a thing? If I look good with weave or good with natural, or whatever the case is, why does that have to be an issue?
Like, it's
Just talk
okay to
about,
have
like,
a
hair.
preference, but it's not okay to demean other
Yeah.
people.
And can we
Mhm.
talk
You
about
know.
the colorism in the black community
Oh,
when it comes to
yeah.
dating? Because I feel some type of way sometimes
Talk about
because
it, sis.
it's still like a thing where black men prefer to date light skinned women.
Mhm.
Like it's still a thing. Like no shade.
I knew she was about to.
No
look at me.
shade.
That's
I
why
mean,
was
no
like,
shade.
You're not like super light skinned. Like
Yeah.
there's women lighter than you.
But I just feel like, if you're gonna be about black love, then it shouldn't be a preference in skin color or skin tone and what black women you wanna love and date and marry. Like
Because the real kiki is you gonna be mad when you find out she got a bad attitude or she got other features that you don't like,
Right.
and then you done curved this nice brown skinned woman because you feel like the
that's
look
my
was better.
thing. That's my thing. Like the person that you love doesn't. They're like the skin tone doesn't determine how you're gonna love them and whether you're gonna love them.
Or I
Like,
hate when people say, like, "Oh, she's pretty for a dark skinned girl."
Oh yeah,
Right?
that.
Like,
But I do have a question. So when you say people can have a preference, like, so do you think it's problematic if people
have a preference.
have a preference? Like, so say, like, if I was to say my type is dark skinned men,
I
is
don't-
that, if you feel like that's problematic?
No, I don't think it's problematic. I think it's problematic when you have a preference and then you turn around and say, "This is the reason I don't date dark skinned women because they're this, that, and that."
Okay.
Kind of putting that stereotype.
So
in
put
them.
adding, when you start to add characteristics
when
to
you
your
start to
skin
add
tone.
characteristics, like
Okay.
a lot of black men will say, "I only date light skinned women because they're prettier and they don't have that much of an attitude. They're not angry. They're not
Okay.
loud."
I
And
wanted
all that other stuff.
clarification.
Because, dark skinned women, we have the tendency to have those stereotypes of being angry,
Mhm.
of being ugly. Because dark skin somehow, I don't know how, correlates to ugliness. But, yeah, that's
But then
where
white
the
people
issue
put
comes.
that in us.
Right.
But that's
That's
was
where the
all
issue
back to
comes in.
slavery, but whatever.
Um,
But no, I was asking because, to me, it's not many light skinned men that I find attractive, but
Same. I have a preference.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer to date dark skinned men. I mean, if I, find like a light skinned man that I love, then that's the person that I
Yeah.
love. But,
right.
PSA, Terry Crews' wife has a white dad. So she's biracial herself. And her mother's black.
So she identifies as black?
She identifies as biracial.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure when I just recently watched
That's
the
what it
Black
all
Love
says.
documentary,
They
and
were
I'm
on
pretty
there.
sure I heard say she was biracial.
Yeah, she's biracial.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Terry Crews just be losing his mind.
And it's like, Gabby was there for him, and then now it's whatever. But that's an episode in itself about just how black men do not support black women.
So, who are you guys' fave interracial couples? Like, in the public eye?
Travis
or
and
like,
Caleb. Travis and Caleb. Hands
or
down.
even if it's not in the public eye, some people that you know personally.
Why can't I think of biracial couples right now? And
Me either.
I'm not interracial.
I'm the one who asked the question.
All right.
Apparently, Captain America dates a black woman or is married to a black woman. What's his real name?
Mhm.
I don't know either, but he dates a black woman.
I would say Adam and Tamara.
Yes,
I like
They're
them.
super cute. They're cute.
I don't know much about the relationship for what's the twins' name? Like the
Tia.
No, not them. Like the little girl twins that are all over Instagram.
The McLaurin twins.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
but their dad was kind of in the spotlight maybe like last year or something like that, maybe 2 years ago,
For
about
saying
some
something.
comments that he said about black women.
Really?
Oh, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Yes.
That's absolutely
They
fair.
are fools.
But see, I see that's the thing. So I didn't even know. I wouldn't have considered them an interracial couple. I don't know what she is. I don't know.
She's Korean, I think.
Oh, she looks mixed
Or is
herself.
she biracial?
She looks mixed herself though.
Because I know her mom is Korean.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah,
That's cute.
I don't think she's mixed. I don't think
They got Kylie Jenner and Travis.
Our least favorite.
I liked them.
I like them together too. I can't even.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna get back together.
At first I did, but then after all of that.
Wanda Sykes date a white woman.
Okay, Wanda.
Okay.
What?
I always thought Channing would date a black woman, but Jessie
I didn't
is
see
like
it.
I love Jessie for him.
She can
so
go to the cookout. She can hang.
Yeah.
Channing, I
She
didn't
get her
I didn't
card.
see him dating a black woman.
I loved
Really?
him. Oh my god, I used
I
to
love Channing.
I know.
When they did Step Up, they did it in my studio. They have rehearsals there.
Oh,
Really?
she's Norwegian and Thai.
Yeah,
Norwegian and Thai.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're cute. I love them.
Mm-hmm. Who else? I can't
Megan
think
and
of
what's
who
his
else.
name are cute.
Yeah, Tamara and Adam are on this list.
Oh, so we need to talk about this whole Megan Thee Stallion and
G-Eazy.
First of all, they
I
not
think
together.
I think it's just
I
it was
know
the same
nothing.
thing with Moneybag. It was just
Yeah.
for a song, so I think it's the same thing.
I think Megan is just living her best life as she should. She's
Period.
24. She's got money.
Mm-hmm.
Her career's popping right now, and she's just having fun. And I love that she doesn't let it bother her. Like,
Yeah,
But ain't he? Is he married or does he just have a girlfriend?
so
I thought
he's
they-
definitely not married. I don't think.
I thought they were married and then they separated.
So they're separated. Maybe.
I think they're separated.
Either way, it's messy.
Regardless, control your.
Yeah, I mean, but
Right.
I just feel like people are giving her too much like slack about it, and they're not. I mean, she's young. But if you know Megan, like that's her brand,
Right, like Megan is
Mhm.
a hoe.
and she's proud of it.
She is.
She's a player. Why
Yeah.
girls gotta be a hoe? She's a player, just like these men out here.
And it's like y'all
She
really
gives
don't
me
listen to
like
music.
I'm a hoe and I love it though. I'm not saying hoe like demeaningly. Like it's
Like
She
she
gives
just
me
be
I'm a
going
hoe and I
around
love
like
it.
just
Yeah.
doing whatever. But
I'm
I
sure
mean,
she calls herself a hoe.
She calls herself a player, like, and she
Yeah.
says that. She
I mean,
song said, "You know, I was
obviously,
a player before you met me."
if you listen to her music, I mean, you would know that.
Yeah.
That's
She
the
said
type of
she ain't
person she
married
is.
to Lisa. She's single to Lisa ring on her finger.
Yeah.
Let her live.
That's
But I
the
don't
way.
think I don't. I mean, nobody's gonna know. But I don't think she's sleeping with all them. I think she's really just having
It's
fun.
generally
Just
for
having
the
fun.
music.
Like,
Like
she's
I'm
just
sure they
having
have a
fun.
song coming out.
The music, and she's just having fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure when they do the music, like they flirt and stuff. and,
Yeah.
do all that. But
She
I don't
play the
think
game.
she.
Who wouldn't want to touch her?
Yeah.
But she's playing the game. She doing what she. What
I
needs
don't
to be
think it's
done.
necessarily like a thing where she just going around, just willy nilly just throwing it out there, busting it wide open
Yeah, I don't think so.
every time.
Okay, who's your favorite black love couples?
LeBron,
Oh,
Savannah.
yeah.
They're like they like top of the list.
Mhm.
They was on live the other day. They are so cute.
And even though Steve be saying some questionable stuff, him and his wife are super cute. Him and what's her name, Marjorie? Steve Harvey and Marjorie.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Steve Harvey.
Mhm.
I was thinking about Steve
Sorry.
Jobs, and I was
Sorry.
trying to figure out. I don't know,
Oh.
y'all. That's the first Steve that came to my mind, and that's why I was about to be like, what?
Yeah.
Sierra and Russell. Well, Russell's black.
Did y'all see that wet set he had?
I'm
It
not
pissed
feeling
me
it.
off.
But did y'all see
Mhm.
her cutting? Did y'all see him
Yes.
cutting Sierra out the dress? He said, "I'll buy
He
you a
said,
new
"I buy
one."
you for that."
But I love it now. I'm so happy that she's having
I
another
know,
baby.
me too. That pregnancy photo, I was like,
Yeah.
Listen,
They
this
are
tops
top of the
everything.
list.
Like,
Them-
this tops anything.
Oh, and then of course Michelle and Obama.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, that's the norm.
Yeah, that's.
I actually love Gabby and D-Wade too.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah. No,
are
I
best
love them. They on this
friends.
Wade World Tour.
That's
They're
the
best.
type. That's the
Will
type
and
of marriage
Jada.
I want.
Yes,
Right.
there's a lot of black
There
love.
is.
I want my
There
husband to
is.
be my bestest friend.
Yes.
Yeah, Will and Jada is
They're so
definitely
cute.
their
Bestie.
their self discovery of each other
Yeah.
while discovering
Oh my
themselves
gosh.
is just amazing.
I just needed to be my mentor when I'm
Yes.
ready. Okay, mentor couple.
Okay, this one, Jay-Z and Beyonce. I like them in terms of like the business and like
Building an
They're very
empire.
Private.
Yes,
They're
and they
very
are very
private.
private, but visually,
Jay-Z ruins every single picture with that hair.
he needs to do
every
something with it.
picture. I'd be pissed.
I have a question
No,
though.
this is
Is
unfair,
is
or what?
us shaming his hair problematic? Why is that not problematic?
Probably.
Yes, but because I'm saying now, if someone said that about a black woman, everybody would be up in arms
This is
about
true.
it.
This is true.
So
Definitely
we have
a
to
double
take that.
standard.
Yeah, it's a double. So we have to take a step back and look at ourselves. And if that's the way his hair grows out of his head, why is he not allowed to wear it like
Honestly, I'm cool with
that?
it.
That's what you gotta adjust yourself.
I mean,
I'm cool with it.
I think that
It
they
doesn't
look
bother me.
good together. It's just that they're really private. So of course it's gonna come off to a lot of people that they're not really like, you know.
In love.
But I
love
love that
type.
they're
But
so
if
private.
you know,
I love
if you
that.
watch any of Beyonce stuff, you know she in love with that man.
Yeah.
Of course.
If
Of
you-
course.
But I just love that they can be so public and so private.
Yeah.
Like, we
At
don't
the
know
same time.
nothing
No.
about their relationship other than
Yeah.
Lemonade. Like, oh my God, like, he probably did this and whatever the case. But
But
you
that's
really
not even a
don't-
confirmed.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
most-
you really don't know.
It is. He said it in 444.
He did
Okay.
say
He
it.
says it like I
But-
cheated on my wife, and that's why they didn't go to Kim and Kanye wedding
He
because they was having
acknowledges,
problems
like,
at home.
everything.
You have to listen to his music and
Okay.
like really listen to it. His album 444 was very open. That's why it took people by shock because he was very transparent
Mm.
about a lot of things in his life.
Y'all think Kim and Kanye are like happy?
I do think they are. They're very. He's weird,
They're
but
very.
I
Private
think for
too.
some way that they balance each other
Yeah.
out, and they did an interview recently, and I only saw
The
clips.
ones in the house?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
First of all, their house is gorgeous.
Oh, it's huge.
Gorgeous. Just insanely gorgeous. But like, yeah, and he was like, one of the questions is like, what is the most precious or valuable thing? And like the way he answered, like, you know how you can just see
Mhm.
somebody,
Mhm.
and he was like, you, like Kim, like he said,
Mhm.
you, and it was just very. I think she genuinely makes him happy.
Do you guys ever see couples and be like, I guess this is judgmental, but just be like, I don't see it. Like, even
Yeah.
y'all interactions, not just based off of how they look, but I know
It's
I've seen
not-
some couples where, like, you know, we might be out to eat or something, and the way they
There's a
interact with
couple
each
I
other
know.
it makes me uncomfortable because I'm like, are y'all arguing right now, or is that how y'all talk to each other? Like, do y'all ever see that?
I feel like
how
that
does
was
make
Diddy
you
and
feel?
Cassie for me.
Yeah,
They
but I
always
also,
made me uncomfortable.
I also know that we all know a couple like that. So all the time.
I'm confused.
Oh,
We know
yes,
a couple
we
of
do.
two. We know a
We
couple
do.
that we look at and just be like, they do not love each other,
Oh.
or just like
Uh-huh.
one person don't love the other
I mean,
person.
I would say it's not.
That is
It's
that
not
one.
fair.
It's that one.
I would
Yes,
say
it's that
it's not
one.
fair.
Come on, you know
It's
what I'm
not
talking
fair
about.
to
Think
really
about
say
it.
that.
Think about
Just because
Yeah.
some people do accept that type of love, and
Oh.
they feel. Some people really do accept that type of love and feel like this is everything and blah blah blah. And just because we have a different perspective, I'm not saying that it's. I mean, it is wrong to judge, but sometimes I just be wanting to be like,
can.
sis, wake
you
up.
deserve
He
better.
don't love you.
Yeah.
Or
How
the
can
other
you
way
not see that
around.
this is a one-way street? Oh, also backtracking a little bit. I also think they're really in love because Kim has been married a bunch of times,
Mm.
and she is not one to stay in the marriage she don't
This
want to
long.
be in.
Mhm.
And then,
Especially
yeah,
this
and have
long.
kids.
And
This
all
many
those
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I think that they're
Mhm.
really in it to win it.
What's some young couples y'all? I really like Meek
Ryan,
and
that's
Ryan,
Milano.
I was just about to
and
Oh,
Keith
yeah,
Powers,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I love that.
I really like Meek and Milano.
I literally
Yeah,
just
they're
don't
cute.
pay attention to anybody. I
It's
guess.
someone else. It's that the Bentleys. What is her
Bentleys.
name? They're not like super famous, but they're like they have money. She has a boutique, and he does.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
But they
They
announced.
about to have a baby.
Yeah, they're about to
yeah.
have. Mina Monroe and her husband.
Mhm.
They're super cute.
I've probably seen them.
They're super
Oh
cute.
yeah.
He looked like he played sport, but he
I think
don't.
he used to play football, right?
He looked
But
like
he didn't like go to the league.
I don't know. I think he did something because
Yeah.
they're super cute.
Mhm.
Look at them.
Who else? I don't know.
young
Look how they
couples.
announced their pregnancy
Mhm.
with a baby.
I'm
boy,
tired
a
of this
big
Future and
baby
Lori
boy.
situation. She need to come on and get her mind right now. Future and Lori. She
I
lost
honestly do think though, if he was to settle down, I think she could do it. Cause she's like, I feel like she's a player just like him.
Apparently.
Just like the rest of them.
But she's
I was listening to the
gorgeous.
radio the other day.
so pretty.
She's
Oh my
gorgeous.
God.
And no, maybe it was the real. I was listening to something the other day, and they were talking about how people always had something to say about Lori, and they made a good point. Like, we've never heard her speak. Like, we've
She
like,
don't speak
she's
on
private. No, but like in general, I don't think I've ever heard her speak.
Oh, I've heard her speak, but no,
She's
like,
just not out
She just
there.
don't
Like, I feel
trust
like
her.
people just are like, oh, you've been with this and this and this.
She's
That
like
makes
a
that
Megan.
sure.
Yeah.
She's like a Megan.
And
She just
you
don't
also
care.
just don't hear from her because she's not a rapper. So, like, she's not in the
Right.
media world. She comes from money.
Mhm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
she don't really got to work to keep up a presence. She posts her pictures and her little
And keep
slick
them
bag
moving.
with her real hair. I love her.
I
She's
love her
so
too.
cute.
She just be keeping.
And she's so young. Like, she's our
Mhm.
age.
She is. Y'all know what's wild though? Y'all know that's not Steve Harvey's real daughter.
Mm-mm, it's
For
not.
real?
Yes,
They
that's
both came in with separate. They don't have any kids together.
she got her
I
last
thought
name
the-
changed,
I
but
thought
I
the
would
youngest
too. That's
ones
gay.
Those-
Okay.
They have grandkids, but.
She
Oh,
said,
I
I am
didn't know
going
that.
to be a Harvey. She got her name changed.
Mhm.
How old was she?
I don't know, but I know that's not his daughter. But everybody knows him as.
I think he got like.
I didn't even know he had other
4.
kids.
What?
He got six. No.
She the only one
I think he got a lot of grandchildren.
Total. They have like 6.
But they have
Yeah,
some-
but
She
on his
came
own?
in with. I think it might be 3 and 3. Honestly.
But you know what's wild is that her real dad, the mom, I think it's messy. Like the way it happened was messy. Like the mom cheated with Harvey, and then they end up getting. It was wild.
Well, speaking of last names, what was it? Our wake up listeners or
Mhm.
honesty moment
That was the
about taking your husband's last name or not? Do we have any thoughts on that?
I mean, we talked about it. We gave our stance in the last episode, but most people said they were taking it for the most part.
Yeah, it was one that I had saw that was really interesting to me because I never heard anybody do this. From Keena K. Sade, I think that's how you say it. She said, I wrestled with this when I got married. I earned 2 degrees and I felt I didn't want to lose the name I wished so hard to honor. I didn't want to hyphenate, so I dropped my middle name, made my maiden name my middle name, and took hubby's
My
last
mother
name.
did that.
Oh.
My mother did that, but she didn't have a middle name, so she just removed everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of anybody doing
I
that.
haven't either. But so in the Filipino culture, it's customary for your child's middle name to be the mom's maiden name.
Mhm.
So my mom's maiden name my mom's last name is Alexander, so that's my sister's middle name.
Okay.
So like, I mean, I didn't work out like that, but like my cousins are like that too. Like my mom's sisters, their middle name is Alexander because that's like in the custom. So you have a piece of both families.
Right.
I don't think Coleman wouldn't be a good middle name, so no, thank you. Alexander's a good middle name,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but anything Coleman,
Oh man.
that's just too last namey.
Yeah. My mom did it with my little brother too, but everybody else got real middle names but him, so she just gave him her maiden name. For his middle name.
Something also interesting. I was talking to my cousin who is engaged to her fiance. She's in it's 2 women. But she was saying that it was like a whole another layer to when you're, marrying another woman. And I was like, well, what do you guys do? And she was like, a lot of people now are combining their last names together. So if my last name is like Coleman and Hart, like Cole Hart or Hartman or something like that. That's what
too
they're
different.
doing.
Yeah, that's difficult.
I would just pick
So
the
I
cuter name.
So what is right? So what if you have
Right.
2
Right.
middle,
Let's
2
make up
last
something.
names that can't even be combined and no like?
Well, I feel like if you're
Decent
given the
way.
opportunity,
like that's ugly.
no, I feel like if you're given the opportunity to kind of like add your last names, if it's not fitting, then you could just make up your last name
Y'all
at that point.
Colson.
Colson. Oh,
Colson.
I don't know if I like that.
mine could
Cole Hart
honestly
is cute
be-
though.
Cole Hart is
Cole Hart
cute.
is cute.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting because I was kind of like,
I thought
well,
you just
how
meant
do you,
hyphenate
you know
or
what I
something.
mean? How do you?
If
Maybe.
I think I would just pick the cuter last name. Like
I think
what
adding
flows
it
better.
would be cute. Combining it, I think that would be cute, depending on our last names. But like my cousin, I'm not gonna put it out there, but like I was thinking of like different things, and they both have like cool last names where it could be like merged and stuff.
I forgot about a couple.
Interesting.
Nico and Kevin Hart.
I was gonna bring them up. But
They are cute.
They're not a favorite for me.
They're
They're
cute.
I think
Visually.
after watching the documentary, I was like,
Even before that, I don't know.
I like them.
I mean, they're not at the top of the list, but okay. Like, let's have it.
Okay.
That works.
I like them.
It was somebody else.
Oh, Swizz and
Alicia.
Alicia.
What's
I love them.
Swizz?
Oh yeah,
What's he?
Swizz B.
Are we talking about Black Love?
Yeah.
Oh, because
Swizz is
Anika.
black.
That's what I was about to say. Well, that's why I said, what's he?
Oh.
Because I was like,
Yeah, Anika and Kevin are interracial.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
we was
what I
talking
thought we
about-
was talking
I
about.
thought we
Because you
was
said
talking
But
another one.
Anika is she biracial
She's
or
biracial.
is she?
I thought she was
Oh.
like Malaysian.
Yeah,
She
she's
looks
biracial.
But there we go back to the question: is that Black
I know,
Love? Like
I
we
know.
full circle.
Yeah,
It could be both. How about that?
it could just be love.
It could be both.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love is love.
Well,
Well, now that was really fast. That was 50 minutes. 54. We almost at an hour already.
Who's
Did we
closing us
cover?
out?
Did we cover everything?
I think
What other
so.
questions
Personal
go?
experiences, conversations. I mean, we kind of touched on that. Personal. We don't really have any personal experience about dating outside of our race.
Yeah, we can't really talk about that.
Oh, I know what I wanted to tell y'all. Okay. So, funny story. I was in New Orleans and we were in an Uber. And this is what I mean by like different areas see different things because it's very frowned upon in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Like for natives, he was going in. He was like, it was like this white and black couple walking on the sidewalk. He was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. All these white people dating our black people. This is a mess. I was like, you're angry. Like, he was very adamant about, like, black people should only be dating black people. And I was like, I had never experienced that perspective that strongly. Like, it was a thing, but I didn't ever think, like, negatively on it. And he was like, no, this is not what's supposed to be happening. And, oof, honey.
I think it's probably like if you think about it, like the southern, more racist states, like that, it might be more problematic for a white woman to date a black man. Like I can see that, and I know, and this is the flip side. Filipino people especially love black men. Like like bringing a black man into the family is like just amazing. Like it's they're so accepted. Like my boyfriend will tell you like the way that my Filipino grandmother embraced him is very different. Like it's like not like in shock or like in wow, but it's just I don't know, like it would never be an issue. It's a non-issue. They happy about it.
as they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange. She was very upset.
I don't know how you can be mad about somebody loving somebody. Period.
Especially if you don't got nothing to do
Right.
Yeah.
with you.
They not asking you to get in their bed. Like
Okay.
for real. They
And it's not like it made me feel like I was appreciated more. It just made me feel like you was stressing about something that ain't got nothing to do with
like
you.
how does that why does who I love bother you so much?
Right.
I don't ever get that. That's how I feel about like people who are homophobic and stuff. Like how does who somebody loves bother them? I was watching something and they said something about it was like because the homophobic people are really the homophobic men are really all the ones who are gay and just can't be true about it. And I was cracking up laughing because do y'all think that's true? I kind of think it's
all
true.
of them.
I
don't
don't
think it's all of them.
but no, because I saw this one episode, but I don't watch what is that? The Have and Have Nots. And it was
I don't watch it.
I don't watch it, but it was an
Terrible
episode. It is terrible.
Terrible.
But the one episode I saw, it was like a straight white cop.
Mm.
But he was down low. Like he was so angry at himself for being gay. Like he didn't want nobody to know. Like he was so defensive. Like even during the sex, like he was like weird about it. Like he was angry that that's what he wanted. And I'm like, that they be down low, but they be gay.
I think it just depends.
Just like
I
what
wouldn't
you
say
like.
all. I would
No,
not
not
say
all.
all, but I would say maybe some.
I think a
good
lot.
percentage.
Yeah.
A good percentage.
The ones who like bash gay people.
I don't know, because some people, like, just based off of how they're, like, raised, or, you know, how some people be like, well, it's their problem isn't necessarily that that's the person that, you know, they love, but it's more so, like, how do you keep generations going? Like, you can't make a baby that way and blah, 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 and they got all these theories about it, but I mean, I'm always for, like, if that's what you want to do, I'm all for it because that's what you want to do. I don't got nothing to do with me. I'm still going to sleep tonight. Like, it doesn't affect me in any type of way. So,
especially super religious people, Christians. You have those like diehard Christians that just like, no, this is what the Bible says and this is not what it's supposed to be. So it shouldn't be that way. So of course you have your different areas of people who kind of are angry about it.
I mean, I do find myself conflicted sometimes as a Christian, but I'm also the type, like, I'm not about to bash somebody about it. Like, you have your preference. I know what the Bible says. I mean, does it say you should do it? No. But it's not like God won't love you because of, so.
It's not like I won't love you because of it.
Right. It's that in itself is just a very hard thing to tackle because, you know, the Bible tells you to love everyone. And then it has stuff like, you know, that's why you can't, I don't want to say don't take it word for word, but some stuff like if
don't
you
take it literally.
Right, if you take it literally, that means all of us are going to hell. Like if every little thing that we did was like used against us, none of us would have any type of mercy or so.
I think the Bible is more so used for guidance and interpretation. Because, you know, it caters to everybody's different and caters to your life. So it's all about how you interpret it and how it guides you through your life. So,
but that's kind of why I hate like when church sermons focus on that.
Well, like another episode.
It is, but that's just like one of those things that is very awkward because it's like, so if there are, you know, it doesn't welcome gay people into the church. So it's like if they come and that's what your sermon is about.
But I do think it should be something that's talked about because that way they know that it's not the church for them. Like if pastors never preach about it, you would be following somebody who you didn't even know believed that kind of thing, and then you wouldn't know. So
you're saying only like pastors that believe in that are speaking about it? I'm saying
pastors to speak about what they believe in, and then their followers will come and their followers will, like the congregation will be there, the congregation won't. If you don't agree with what your pastor is saying, then you shouldn't be going to that church. So it's all about, you know, and everybody interprets the Bible differently, like everybody.
Literally.
So
because
we all are reading the same thing, but are teaching different things because it's interpreted.
Because I remember Pastor Jenkins had a sermon like that, and he was pretty much saying it was very problematic. Like it blew up, and because a woman posted on Facebook and was like, "I've never felt so uncomfortable in a church. Me and my partner went to church together, and the whole sermon was about how you're not supposed to be gay." And I'm like, that, like, if you sit down and think about it, like, that has to be the most uncomfortable thing. You just trying to go and get your word and your teaching, and somebody's telling you that you're loving somebody you're not supposed to love.
But it's also like, I mean, you didn't do your research on Pastor Jenkins. Like, that's what he believes.
Yeah, that's what he believes. Because my sister actually stopped, because that's our home church. So my sister actually stopped going to church after that sermon. She just didn't agree with it.
Just because she don't believe in it. Like,
she doesn't, she's Christian, so she, you know, goes by the Bible and all that other stuff. But she's also the type where she's more of a progressive Christian, so she believes in it, but she's not the type to bash like gay marriage and all that other stuff, which I mean most people are, some people are, but after that sermon, that was her reason for not, you know, going to church for a while. For at least that church.
Yeah. That is a whole episode.
It is.
That's a whole nother episode. Anything else on the Black love tip?
Black love.
Dear Black men.
Right, dear Black
That's another episode.
Dear Black men, love your Black queen and cherish her.
No, seriously.
And if you're not gonna love a Black queen, shut up.
Shut up.
Not shut up.
Basically.
But I think that's it. I don't have anything else to touch on.
That's cool with me.
No. All right.
Season 2, episode 1 is a wrap.
Yay.
Oh, I lied. It is Black History Month.
Oh,
it is Black History Month.
I mean, hence the episode, guys.
Yeah, but I just feel like we have to acknowledge that all history is Black history. Black people did it first. Oh, that is cute. All history is
like
Black.
This book cover I just designed for this lady.
Maybe they took it from you.
Oh.
Better get your
You know, they're
check.
famous for that. A lot of people are famous for that. Taking stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's so much Black history that we don't even know about. So do your research. I didn't know until this year that a Black woman invented the pad.
Yes,
Me either. I
See,
saw that.
yes,
post
that's
on
what I'm
Twitter.
saying. It's so much. That's why Black history is all history is Black history because Black people did it first.
Yeah, I
period.
really want to be able to say I'm a descendant of like Madam C.J. Walker or somebody.
Do your ancestry.
I'm not, but
I can see that.
I'm still
I
call
can
my
see that.
auntie.
What?
A descendant of Madam C.J. Walker. I can
You
see
can see me as a descendant of Madam C.J. Walker. That's
Auntie
such an
C.J.
honor.
Walker. Auntie C.J. Walker.
that. I can see that. For real.
Okay, but now for real, season 2, episode 1 is a wrap. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Yay.